Hello friends, in this video we are going to start about the fruits. You know the fruits. This fruit is formed after fertilization from ovary. You know the ovary, it is a female reproductive whorl of flower. In last video we shall learn about the typical structure of flower, and this typical structure of flower showing the four important parts. Means some are the accessory whorl of flower and some are the essential whorl of the flowers. Now this calyx and corolla, it is also important whorl, and their function means the calyx is an important function for photosynthesis because it is a green color structure. And now this corolla, it is a colorful part of the flower and it is a very important function for attraction of insect. Now the next one important part of the flower is the androecium. Means it is a male reproductive whorl of flower, and after maturity this whorl is formed the pollen grains. Now these pollen grains are transferred from one flower to the another flower, and this process is called the pollination. Now this pollen grains is transferred to the female reproductive whorl of flower is a gynoecium, and this gynoecium individually it is called the carpel, and this carpel it is consisting the three parts. Now this carpel having three parts like this stigma. This is a sticky nature. This stigma, style, and this basal part of this carpel, it is called the ovary. These three parts of the carpel. Now fertilization process. That times these pollen grains are transferred through the stigma, are stick on the stigmatic surface. This pollination process takes place in plant. Pollination is important process is occurring in plants. In this process, the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of a flower, and this process is called the pollination. Now these pollen grains are transferred through the stigma. Stigma is a sticky nature, and that times this germination process after pollination, the germination is start, and the germination process is start. That time these pollen grains is form the pollen tubes. It is a pollen tubes, means these pollen grains are germinated on stigmatic surface and they can form the pollen tube. And these pollen tubes, it is long elongated pollen tubes is formed. This pollen tubes is formed, and these pollen tubes is enter through this embryo sac. Now means ovary. Now these pollen grains are germinated and germination process is started. That time they can form the long elongated pollen tubes, and these pollen tubes are enters through style into the ovary, and inside the ovary it is present the embryo sac. The inside of the ovary, the ovules. This inside of the ovary present the ovules, and these ovules, the inside of ovule, the structure of embryo sac. This embryo sac presents 7-celled 8 nucleated structure is found. Embryo sac present the 7-celled 8 nucleated structure. 8 nuclei is found in the embryo sac. This pollen tube is germinated and they can transfer the male gametes to this ovule or the embryo sac. Now these two male gametes are inserted to embryo sac or ovules. That times one male gamete is fused with, this is the egg cell. These other two are synergids. This is a secondary nucleus and 3 cells are antipodal cells. Now this one of the egg cell, these one male gametes are fused with the egg cell, that time the formation of embryo. Formation of embryo, and other male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus, that time formation of endosperm. Endosperm. Now this process, it is called the fertilization, means double fertilization process. Means one male gamete fuses with egg cell and other male gamete fuses with secondary nucleus, that time the double fertilization and triple fusion, means this triploid structure of these two nuclei and one nuclei is fused, that time formation of the triploid structure, and this process is called the fertilization. Now these fruits are formed. These fruits are formed after fertilization from ovary. Now this is the ovary, and the after fertilization process means fusion of the male and female gametes, and this fertilization process takes place. Later the formation of fruits, means after fertilization formation these from ovary and formation of the fruits, means fruits are formed after fertilization. Means this ovary they get swollen, fruits are formed, means the ovary it is a mature and their swollen structure is for larger structure is formed ovary, and this ovary is swollen or larger size, and that time the ovary is convert into the fruits, means formation of the fruit after fertilization. And fertilization process takes place, that time all the floral whorl like the calyx or corolla or androeciums, they are fall downs, they are removed, or the flower, because flower is mature, and that time all floral parts they get fall down, or only remaining the ovary is present, and this ovary they can convert the fruits. Now the fruits, in this video we shall discuss about the fruits. The fruit is important part of plant. After fertilization these fruits are formed in angiospermic plants, mostly the flowering plants. This fruit formation is occurring. The angiosperm it is most important, and this angiospermic plants the formation of the flowering condition, and this flower is formed and they get the ovary is convert into the fruits. Now these fruits, there are different types of the fruits. In some plants the parthenocarpy takes place. In some flowers is a parthenocarpic fruits. Some plants parthenocarpy, parthenocarpic fruits. What is the parthenocarpic fruits? Now in some fruits is produced from ovary without fertilization, means parthenocarpic fruits without fertilization. Formation of fruits. In some flower the parthenocarpic fruits is formed, because in this fruits formation process without fertilization, means the fruits are formed only the ovary. This ovary is converted directly into the fruits without fertilization, and this type of fruit is called the parthenocarpic fruits, means the fruits are produced from ovary without fertilization. For example, banana, grapes, apple. Now this type of the fruits are parthenocarpic, means these fruits are seedless fruits. Parthenocarpic fruits means seeds are absent in their fruits. Now these fruits are formed directly from the ovary. This ovary is converted into the fruits without fertilization, means without mixing of gametes, without the fertilization process is not occurring in the these fruits, and this fruit is called the parthenocarpic fruits. Now the structure of fruits. The structure of fruits. For example, in mango, the fruits is developed from ovary and they can explain the fruits. Now the fruit structure of fruit. The fruit is divided into three parts. Now this fruit, mango fruit, this first layer, it is epicarp. This middle portion, mesocarp, and inside this inner part of the fruit, it is called the endocarp. Now these are the structure of fruit. The typical structure of fruits means these fruits are developed from the ovary, and this type of the fruit is called the true fruits. Means after fertilization, the formation of fruits, and this fruit is called the true fruits. And these fruits is divided into three parts. Means epicarp, it is the outermost fleshy, or it is some immature fruit. That time it is a green color, and this part is important for the photosynthesis. Now this middle portion, it is a edible portion of fruits, and innermost part of the fruit, it is called the endocarp, means the seeds. It is a hard part of the fruits. This is a typical structure of fruits. Now some plants, the true fruits are produced, means that typically these fruits are formed after fertilization. But some plants, these fruits are developed from other part of the flower or other floral part of the flower, and this type of the fruit is called the false fruit. False. The true fruits and false fruits. Difference between these two fruits. The true fruits means it is the develops from ovary. This true fruits is develops from the ovary. And the false fruits. These false fruits is develops from other floral parts. Other floral parts, and this type of the fruit is called the false fruits. These true fruits means these are from the ovary, means, and other fruits is called the false fruits. This is a means these floral parts, other floral parts is also form the fruits, and this type of the fruit is called the fleshy fruits. Now the simple fruits. Next one point, the simple fruits. These simple fruits is from one ovary, only one ovary, and these simple fruits is divided into the two types, like the dry fruits and fleshy fruits. These dry fruits is also divided into the two types of the fruits. The dry fruits. These dry fruits is divided into dehiscent and indehiscent fruits. The first of all discuss the dehiscent fruits. These dehiscent fruits means they are break. The fruits is mature, and after maturation of the fruits, this fruit become breaks. For example, the capsule of lady's finger, legumes. After maturity, the legumes like pea, these plants, after maturity, these pods, they are breaks. Now this type of the fruits means dehiscent fruit. These seeds are break, means pods are break. It is called the dehiscent fruits. Indehiscent fruits means these fruits they are not breaks. Means for example in maize and sunflower, it is a indehiscent type of the fruits. These fruits, it is one of the type of dry fruits, but these dry fruit they are not indehiscent, they are not breaks, and this type of the fruit it is called the indehiscent fruits in some plants like the maize, sunflower, showing the indehiscent type of the fruits. Now the next one type of fruits, it is a fleshy fruits. The simple fruit is divided into dry fruits and fleshy fruits. Now this fleshy fruits is also divided into the berry type of fruits, berry fruits and drupe type of the fruits. This is the two types of the fleshy fruits. Now this berry fruit, it is a fleshy fruits, means inside of these fruits the number of seeds, many seeds are present, and it is also the aggregate type of the fruits. Now many seeds are present in the berry type of the fruit. It is a fleshy, it is not dry, it is a fleshy nature. This epicarp is a thin or fleshy, and different colors of these epicarps, this berry type of the fruit. For example tomato, these tomato plants showing the berry type of the fruits. Now the next type of the fleshy fruit is the drupe fruits. For example coconut, these plants showing the drupe type of the fruits. These are the types of the simple fruits. This simple fruits is divided dry fruits and fleshy fruits. Now this dry fruit is dehiscent or indehiscent. These are the two types of the dry fruits. And fleshy fruit is the two types of the fleshy fruits, is a berry and drupes. Now these drupe fruits means this drupe fruit, for example mango. Now this fruits is divided into the three parts like the epicarp, mesocarp, endocarps. Now these three distinct layers are seen in some fruits, and this type of the fruit is called the fleshy drupe type of the fruits. Now the next term of fruits, it is many ovaries. In some flower the produces many carpels and produce the many ovaries are formed, and this many ovaries is called the apocarpous gynoecium, means the gynoecium is free. Apocarpous gynoecium, apocarpous gynoecium. This apocarpous gynoecium or many ovaries of apocarpous gynoecium, it is form one fruits. Many ovaries form one fruit. And this fruit, it is called the aggregate type of the fruits. Now this fruit is called the aggregate fruit. This aggregate type of the fruits means the collection of many varieties. Aggregate type of the fruits, for example custard apple. This custard apple is apocarpous gynoecium. This gynoecium is free, or the gynoecium present the many ovaries. The gynoecium produces the many ovaries, and this ovaries is formed the only one fruit, and this one fruit present the many seeds. For example custard apple as well as calotropis. This flower or this type of the fruits is aggregated fruits, means also another example strawberry. This aggregate type of the fruits, means this formation of fruits for the many ovaries, and inside of this fruit is present the many seeds. For this custard apple showing the many seeds. These many seeds are found inside the, means the formation of the fruits is the aggregated type of the fruits. Now the next type of the fruit is a composite fruit. Composite fruit. These composite fruits form the many ovaries of many flowers. This composite fruit is from many ovaries from many flower. This composite fruit is formed from the inflorescence. In some plant, from the inflorescence. So first of all, what is the inflorescence? Inflorescence means the group of flower. Inflorescence is called the groups of flower is called the inflorescence. Now this in composite fruit is formed in many flowers. Means flower is present in group condition and this flower is produce the fruits, and this type of the fruit it is called the composite fruits. For example, in fig, cinchonus, these plants having the composite type of the fruits, as well as the pineapple. Now this example of composite fruit is pineapple. These fruits means composite type of the fruits. This pineapple, the inflorescence is produced. These fruits are developed from the inflorescence. Means these are many flowers are produces, and this fig, this pineapple, it is one of the composite type of the fruits, or it is developed from the inflorescence. The chitin type of the inflorescence is showing the pineapple, and this type of the fruit it is called the composite fruits. Now these are the some types of the fruits, aggregated and composite type of the fruits. Now in this video we shall discuss about this fruit structure of fruits, and this typical structure of fruits also divided into the three parts: epicarp, mesocarps and endocarps, and some type of the fruits like the simple fruits, and also this simple fruit is present the dry type of the fruits or fleshy fruits, and dry fruit is consisting the dehiscence as well as indehiscent type of the fruits, and fleshy fruits is a berry and drupe type of the fruits. Now stop here.